No question, Dylan. It's going to be a great game tonight. Boca High and Pope John Paul Academy, Pope John Paul Academy. Great traditional rivalry here. But right down the corner is St. Andrews, ranked #1 in the state. 2 weeks ago, took it to Boca High, 16-4. So that's obviously a team to be reckoned with in the neighborhood as well.
St. Andrews is just absolutely crisp and clean in everything they do. That's really a hallmark of a great team. Clean. They don't make many mistakes, but Boca, when they played them, made just about every mistake in the book. They could get nothing going offensively. They committed countless turnovers. There was nothing they could do. They had no answer for St. Andrews' defense whatsoever.
Yeah, St. Andrews, really very well-disciplined team. Boca wasn't able to possess the ball very much, and St. Andrews capitalized on that every single possession. So possession is going to be very key tonight for Pope John Paul both, but especially Boca High after that drubbing they took to St. Andrews. But they have the right man at the helm, and Coach Chris Holly, been down here a number of years, a legend in the sport.
Absolutely. If anybody can make the adjustments needed after that just absolute pounding they took at the hands of St. Andrew, it would be Coach Holly. We have to see how he gets his offense to respond, get them back together, and to get them to just not commit turnovers. That's really the biggest thing. If they don't commit any turnovers, they have a solid chance to win. Possession is 9/10 of the law in lacrosse.
No doubt, no doubt. It's all about defense. Defense wins, but tonight I'd like to see what Boca do for possession on the offense. So let's take a look at the current Palm Beach County standings for high school.
Now, these teams are more oftentimes driven by senior talent simply because of experience. Not to say there aren't any great young players, but the seniors are the true leaders on these teams.
Yeah, and Pope John Paul has 9 seniors on the squad this year. Many of them going to Division II, Division III programs. One locally at Lynn University, right around the corner here. And they're led by 4 guys that we're going to look at tonight. Chase Caldero, Robert Hall, Regan Lean, and Chris Castellan, who really is the offensive stalwart on this squad.
Right, so let's start by taking a look at Chris Castellan.
Ruditz may be matched up on him for most of the game. He's coming up on the left of your screen. This kid's a pure finisher with lots of speed and agility, as you just saw, and he faces off as well. He's going to win the face, he burns the defense, and he gets his touch. He avoids the pressure and starts into settled offense. Now, this highlight is absolutely beautiful. A clean cut, he gets the perfect feed, and creates space for the shot by going behind his back to put it in the corner. One thing I really like about him is his ability to make one move and score. He doesn't waste a lot of movement or try dancing around or anything. The defense just doesn't have a chance to react to his speed when he only makes one cut. He gets his hands free, lets fly. Right here, the defense gives him a little too much space and he beats the keeper. And here we go again. One move and in. He always shoots overhand and has fantastic fundamentals. Again, one move, he goes by and scores. If Boca wants to stop him, their defense must slide early. He's going to beat someone one-on-one, so the defense has to turn him away and make him pass. That doesn't happen here. No one comes to help on him, and he's able to get his hands free for the hit shot and then talk a little bit after. He has a lightning quick release.
And Coach, Boca is going to have to be very aware of where Castellan is at all times tonight in order to limit him.
Yeah, no doubt. He's a key factor. He, as I like to say, he likes to shake and bake out there, and he creates all over the offensive end of the field. Ground balls, riding, obviously can score with the best of them, and always has his head up. Great team player.
Absolutely, I completely agree. And up next is Robert Hall.
He's a long-rangey defenseman with some speed, too. Now, we can see that here immediately. He chases down the midi and then has the tenacity to pick up the ground ball, fight through, and make an accurate pass even when getting hit. And here he just burns everyone. Takes it right down the field, stick out in front for speed, accurate pass, great chance for a shot. Now, he shows good awareness here, but he has a couple issues. He gets the ball but doesn't switch to his left hand. At this level, he must be able to play with both hands, even on defense. He takes the ball down but should have passed it to X. Instead, he kills the slow break by putting the ball back up top and letting the defense recover. Hall is only listed at 155 pounds, but he knows how to throw it around. He's a physical guy and uses that to make up for the fact that his ball handling skills aren't the best in the world. He also hustles a lot. He never gives up on this play. He wants that ground ball more than the other team and makes life a hassle for them. Here the midi goes down pretty easy. I have a feeling that isn't the first time he got hit during the game, but that's what a strong physical presence will do for a team.
Now, his game is physical. He's an absolute enforcer on the defensive end, and he really gets inside opponents' heads and makes them think about their next move. And the mental battle is a huge part of the game of lacrosse.
Yeah, no doubt, Dylan. You got to keep your head up when you're coming across the middle with Robert Hall out there, the physical presence that he provides. So expect some Pope John Paul players to be fired up tonight when he knocks some Boca High players down.
Absolutely. I'm excited to watch it. And same up with Chase Calderaro. Now, Calderaro does two things that will absolutely annoy opponents.
He throws constant checks, as you can see here. He just pesters opponents. A lot of coaches don't like that now because sticks are so advanced, it's hard to force a ground ball. But his checks are so accurate that they're extremely effective. The other thing he does well is picking up ground balls. He doesn't miss. One scoop, he's heading straight at the field. He has a good clear right here, getting to open space, giving his immediate touch in the box. And he's valuable as a winger too on the face. He gets shoved out of position but recovers with a fantastic check followed by a textbook ground ball. He brings that deep hole away from the defender and feeds it upfield to start the settled offense.
I really like that he's big and physical, and he just really needs to be in tune with the refs at all time. He needs to be aware of how they're calling the game, because if they're calling a tight game, he's really going to have to ratchet back his aggressiveness. Otherwise, he's going to be in the penalty box a lot and cost his team. But if they're calling it loose, I think the man that he's defending is going to have a lot of bruises tomorrow morning.
Chase is amazing. He's got a motor, it never stops, heading over to Lynn University next year. I've coached him since he was 13 years old. Speedy demon out there, so we look for him as well. When we return, we look forward to meeting Antonio Ligori, one of Pope John Paul's alumni.